Hey, what's going on? Good to see y'all again. Whatever. Just looking at a dead asset called Bitcoin. I don't even know why I look at this anymore. I mean, there's just like, right? What's the point of looking at this? It's like a dead asset. So, but I am, you know, just because I'm crazy, I guess. It did nothing. Cool. No movement. Ethereum. Above 1223, which is cool. Did nothing. Not above 1260. If it broke it, you might see 1420. But that hasn't happened yet, so cool story. All right. BNB. Closed at that summertime high, autumn high, and did not break it, and is below it right now. And that's it. Cool. XRP, whatever. Down 2.3%. Okay, so I guess it was a fake out. It's, I don't know, man, right? There's no liquidity. No one's buying, really, and tech stocks are about to crash. So, I mean, right? It looks okay on the technicals for maybe a low-risk area, but you're talking about trying to take a long in a bear market. A very terrible, disgusting bear market that's very long sustained. So, after that fake out, only starting to roll over again. So, You know, go long at your own risk in this awful loser market. For real. That's it. That's your XRP. Terrible. Just never going to catch follow through. Then eventually just going to go to 25 cents. And probably lower after that. But it might be 3 months after that, right? So, okay. I mean, you understand. I mean, it's been like since May. It's at the same price it was at in May. It's completing, you know, some stuff that looks good, but the market conditions are too bad, too awful for any movement above, you know, a couple percent every day. And it normally just stays between 32 cents and 45 cents, and that's it. Cool. Just like crypto is just not even the place it's at, man. I mean, you know, I started getting into the world of trading and technical analysis with stocks, right? Like a long time ago. And crypto didn't exist really, not like how we know it. Okay, none of these things existed when I got into stocks. So and TA. And now you're just seeing a market where there's just liquidity every day, just going away. And probably not coming back for a long time, even though it's already been a long time since the top. Crazy. You're talking like Great Depression for crypto. We're in it. We're living it. XRP, what's up to XRP? It doesn't even matter. I mean, like, whatever. I don't even, is it Matic? Down 2.4%? Yikes, dude. Just probably going to 69.72 cents, I guess, right? I mean, it hasn't tested it yet, and you can clearly see that's the support. That's it, man. Below the 200-day moving average. And once it breaks 69 cents, it'll probably see 42 cents again later and complete some massive, like, M shape. It just might be in March or April when that occurs. Matic, great. A good Litecoin. That looks like kind of, you know, better than everything else. It's just sideways, down 1.3%. Still, again, like higher highs, higher lows since it bottomed in June. Above support from history, which is great. Just another day. You know, these candles, each one represents 24 hours, man. So just no movement really at all. We can look at Doge if you want to, down 1.23%. Can't break the 200-day moving average. You know, nice movement. I mean, it reacted off the 886 kind of. It engulfed bullishly yesterday. That was nice. And today has tested the 200 and rejected it. As Bitcoin, it looks like really weak going into, you know, 38 minutes till your daily close. No one's buying, right? I mean, they haven't bought since, you know, the impulse the very small, very tiny impulse candle yesterday that moved it up marginally, like $100, $150, you know, whatever, sideways. It's mind-numbing, dude. Trying to pay attention. I mean, again, stocks, hey, man, they're doing stuff, right? So commodities are doing stuff, you know, just big, these markets, crypto, just no one's trading them anymore. Like, they're just done. So the patterns, the bullish patterns that we learned about on traditional markets they can show up and present themselves on the untraditional market of crypto, but if no one's there to buy them because they're useless entities, right? They don't do anything for anybody. You know, they may not play out. They may fail. And so we're just looking at Doge where, hey, it's at an 886, but it's not really done anything and may not do anything. But we'll be paying attention. I guess I'll pay attention to it, right? The Shiba kind of moved up, but I think it's probably all gone now, right? Yep, it's gone. It was up like 2%. It moved, and then it's like, it's over. Like, I mean, look, right? 886, maybe type 2 or something. Engulfed bullishly yesterday, ran all the way up to 885, and it's gone. And that's what you get in illiquid dead markets, right? Just nothing. Just, 2% moves, takes all day, and then they just go away in 30 minutes. Yep. I get it, man. It's at a great area, you know, just who wants to buy Shiba? I mean, they're cutting tech stocks, just keep cutting tens of thousands of jobs every day. There's new one, Slack, cutting HR jobs, 10,000 HR jobs and whatever, and then Amazon's cutting 18,000 jobs and more than they expected. And tomorrow it's going to be another company. Yeah, I mean, we're going into a recessionary environment, so I can understand how this may not play out ever. I got it, man. I hope you do too. I hope you get it. They're here. And guess what? When a new market comes around after the only way a new bull market's going to happen, the only way is when the Federal Reserve decides it's time to print some more money, because that's all we got since '08. So once that finally happens, we'll be looking for the same things. We're looking at this thing right now. We'll be looking at it on some asset on the stock market, and it'll play out, and it'll be brilliant. It'll be amazing. But for now, this is all we got. And it's like all the death selling has kind of happened already. And so now we're down like, well, you can't going short here. It's kind of like, dang, man, I mean, going short on a 200-day size pattern like this, that's not really smart. But I get going long might be stupid too, because it's Shiba. And I just talked about the world's collapsing financially, really. Yeah. Kind of a catch-22, isn't it? Screwed if you do, screwed if you don't. Unpleasant truth, too. So, yeah, Monero, though, kind of interesting. Monero is like trying to break a key inflection point where, wow, I thought it was like Momo shifting. Nope. You just look at this. I mean, I guess the one thing that makes sense, right? Pure privacy coin. I mean, this is the swing high from September of 2017. If you break that, wow, it could be insane.
UNMH and S at resistance with daily bearish div and weekly bearish div on MACD. Posted in Gen Chat. Am I doing this right?
I don't know. Well, we can look, Eric. Thanks, man. Good to see you, dude. Yep. We'll look. As supply line broke somewhat, you know, it looks like on narrow from the high from August and November. You're out of that, and you just got to wonder. I mean, it's doing something pretty interesting. You know, it made a higher low even in November. Formal back test of a 2019 high as support. It's not made a higher high yet, but dang, man, you're getting closer and closer. You're above the 200-day moving average. Pay attention to Monero, even though most people in the United States can't buy it because, oh, well, it's pure privacy. So the IRS needs their tax money so they can just print it and send it to other countries, you know. So sorry you can't do that, but for people that are out of America, hey, man, Monero. Unless you're using a VPN, I guess, then you got your own risks there. But that level, I'm just pointing to it. It was the first all-time high ever. You know, like, it was an inflection point. And then after that, there was correlation on supports and resistances for years. So just pay attention, all right? For now. Good God. How did XRP just drop over 1% since I just looked at it? Are you kidding me? Dude, what these jokes, dude. These are, gotta understand, man. Like, okay, we can identify harmonic patterns, and you know they've been doing nothing for 200 days because the market died. There's no liquidity left, and just terrible environment for longs, even if they play out. It just is. You're always looking for longs in bull markets. You're always looking for shorts in bear markets. If you're going long in a bear market that's well established, you know it may not be reliable. And if it is reliable in some way, it's probably going to underperform, meaning it probably never hit real swing trading targets. Good Lord, dude. Just, oh, yeah, it's like awful looking at crypto. I mean, yesterday was, hey, ETC, man, remember, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they react, and then now it's down 6%. You know, it's like, it's gone, and it's gone. Right? Not all of it, but, you know, almost something you could expect in a market condition like this after a 10 or 20% pump, right? Right? You like, how did that happen, right? Where, like, you identify the type 2 of the butterfly, just the pattern completion zone of the bullish bat, and it does that. It's crazy, right? But that's not even close to a swing trader's target for a harmonic, even it being up 20% in one day. So yeah, it'll probably close, you know, much higher than yesterday's close, but still, it's just, I mean, a swing trader target would be like a high to low, like 50%, you know, or something like that, or at least $24. Is there enough liquidity in the system for ETC buyers to push it to $24? I don't know, man. Probably not, but we'll see in time. It's not. I mean, like, look, I'm saying that and looking at these, and it's just like no movement. I guess no movement maybe is better than on the verge of collapse, which is really kind of like the whole centerpiece of the stream, which would be stocks or tech stocks, which would be the QQQ. Dudes, can't believe I wasn't even seeing it really, and it's massive too. I mean, it's like been in development since October, man. Right, you have upsloping resistance, horizontal line support, and if and when this 260 level is breached, I hope you understand where it goes next. There's just really nothing. There is nothing. 237, and then after that is 195. So just remember what I mean, you've seen these patterns before. The right angled ascending broadening formation. We saw it in crypto, right? In a bear market. We saw it in the exact same context in a different market. And in that different market, those assets collapsed. I'm talking HEX went down like 60% in less than a week when it breached its own respective right-angled ascending broadening formation bearish continuation. It ushered in, it was the top for semiconductors. It was a reversal in that situation, not a continuation like here. But hey, man, we are identifying a very, very bearish pattern and a very, very bearish trend. So it's probably going to be reliable, and it's probably going to outperform. Outperformance is going to take you just down to the next support. So you got 9% downside. If 237, 238 doesn't hold, eventually you're looking for a $200 target, and that's like 25% downside on an index fund of sorts, right? The NASDAQ 100 tech, big tech. So Kriya, Crypto Clan, what's up? Francisco, what's up, dude? Yeah, the DCG stuff going on, wild. Don't know how that ends well at all for anyone. Started just reading a little bit. You're not missing anything, dude. You're not missing anything. You can't. So have your alert. If you're in here, go ahead, put your alert around 2:59, because if you're hearing that alert go off, dude, it's time. It's probably time, and all you gotta do is look at the inner lines of this Q. You look at stuff like Apple, of course, going to be the highest weighted asset of tech, and it was up today a little bit. I mean, then it wasn't, right? In fact, no one even talking about it. Apple had its lowest daily candle close since June of 2021. So, and guess what? A fresh daily candle close low of the entire bear market, breaking back below key support of 125. It is the peak from October of 2020. Imagine owning Apple, man, all this time, and you're making nothing. You've made nothing. A couple dividends. Here you go, man. 0.73%. They all these dividends dropping too. 123 next. After 123, 116 and 103. But eventual target. You're gonna have ups and downs, man. It's not just gonna go straight down. You'll have ups, and it's the bots. People got to get caught in shorts, over leveraged. You know, they got to get squeezed. Okay, so you're gonna get very, very small waves up and down. But eventually, and it might take till mid-March, but your target's $100 on Apple. Just think it run up. I mean, buyers come in, you know, around this level and take it up to 138. Okay, great. Lower high than previous highs, rolls over later. Fine. I'm just telling you, this is eventual. And then gaps to fill, you know, $96. And then what kind of support you're looking at, you know, after 100? Looking at $81. Pre-COVID crash high. 886 from that COVID crash low to the all-time high. Okay. So you wonder, how can the index funds keep dumping? You're looking at the highest market cap stock in the world right here, and it's terrible. Just made its lowest low. of the bear market. That's okay. We got other tech stocks that are fine, right? Oh, sweet mother of God, no. Look at Amazon. No, just down 2.37%. Look at that joke, man. Nasty. Lowest candle close. Second lowest. Ooh, almost second, right? Third lowest daily candle close of the entire bear market, and since years. Biggest thing here. The issue here on Amazon, 84.46 is the 2019 ice line. Below that is death. Death, pain, despair. So it's like, the White House talking about people not vaccinated. You're looking at a cold, harsh winter of death. Owning Amazon below 84.46 is the exact same message. Can someone bring it up real quick, right? And I'm just going to ad lib here, okay? Let me just, it's probably pretty easy to find, right? Maybe not on freaking. For the owners of Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Apple, you're looking at a winter of severe losses and death for yourselves, your families, and the exchanges you may soon overwhelm. The exchange liquidations you may soon overwhelm. All right? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. 67.81 on Amazon eventually. Just if you're patient. If you're not patient, oh my God, there's going to be up and downs, man. There's going to be candles. But eventually. What does that mean? It means Amazon. Oh, we're talking about like 24, 25% downside on the Qs, maybe in a quarter, 3 to 6 months. Well, guess what? Old Amazon, 18% downside till the next support. That's okay though, right? We got Google though. I mean, Google's cool. Yeah, right? I mean, like, Nope. Google. I don't know why this is here. I mean, it's there, right? It's like, oh, look, it's a scrub M shape that's not caught really any reactions and probably won't, and is in a very well-established bear trend. Imagine trusting something like that where this is. I would never do that. Look where you are. So Amazon broke support. Google's just touching it, sitting at it, and once it breaks, 82.30, 77.87. These are gap fills. They're probably, I don't think they're going to act as support. They didn't. They kind of did. A couple times in September on the recent gap for moments, for a week or less, and they were gone again. So the next leg down, you can kind of understand looking at the lack of supports here. This is, you're living the tech bubble pop 2.0. So eventual target, like harder, stronger target's going to be $64. Low to high. 886, pretty much confluent with actual supports, real supports. 2018, 2019, 2020. All right. Wow, hold on. Yeah, Microsoft, here we are. Very, very bad boys. 224.75 support. Broken. It's over, dude. That was it, man. October 2020 peak. November 2020 peak. January 2021 peak. February 2021 valley. Massive inflection point. Multiple times in history, even if it was kind of local back there. That was it. Below that, just get out the White House. Christmas letter again. Severe losses, death to your friends and your family, and the liquidations you shall soon receive, right? The target's 190, 195, or 198, excuse me. So from where you are right now, assuming this is a real bearish breakdown, you got another 11% downside on Microsoft. This is reality. This just happened. You see it. I'm not like joking or making it up. It's just going on. It's just reality. Wow. I hate it, man. I hate it because like it's cool because like this is how TA works, but the problem is just like normie scrubs don't care about bear markets, right? Like I flipped the chart over. Hey man, we just broke resistance. Resistance just broke, man. After bullishly back testing the 200-day moving average again, we're going. You know, this could go to 198, 190. People be in here losing their minds, frothing at the mouth. You know, spin the wheel, dude. Bring the wheel out, bro. Come on, man. Like, you know, it would be like fun. It would be like crazy. But no, it's got to be the other way around. But, you know, we went through this. We went through this entire time. I mean, I've been streaming for all this time, this whole way up. Now we got to deal with the downside, and it sucks, right? Yep. But the TA gets respected equally as on the way up as it would be on the way down. So it's just all about, do you care about TA? So what was when we did?
Not going to request cracked like balls and alone nobody cares coin. Instead, I have another S coin pair for you. Is there a bullish harmonic pattern to be found in the US dollar to Swiss franc pair? Thanks and love you. 0.20
Swiss franc?
LTC.
What's up, First Zesty? Thank you. We can look at that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. Eric tipped. He wanted to see UNM. What, New Mexico? Just kidding. We will look at those. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the. That's your first time contribution. These market conditions. Wow. If only I'll ever get a first dono from somebody ever and again. So that was super rare. You just saw a shooting star, chat. So you know, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon. We looked at those. Tesla down another lump sum today, right after recovering, because that's what happens. Down 2.9%, and closed back below 111.86. Yeah, which is kind of like these, kind of a support resistance. You know, we're kind of grasping at straws on these tech stocks for levels, and the next one's 91.41. So I think you got another 15% downside below 111.86. And then after that, just forget about it. You don't want to know. $64 in time. And that's not even much of a support, dude. I mean, like, these are just there's no real support resistance that makes much sense till $25, but no one would believe it. No one would believe in the world that Tesla could ever go to $25 from here. And it's all technical. It's not feelings or emotions. It's just like levels that make any sense. Yeah, $25. Look at all that. That's crazy strong support, though. I mean, that would be insane to see that again. Good Lord. We can look at Bed Bath & Beyond because it's going bankrupt. So they're preparing for the bankruptcy. So you want to look at the chart, what happened. Well, it was down 29.88%, and after hours, it's down 7%. It's a little blue line here. So you're talking about 37% down on the day. And of course, this is all-time lows. Of course. $3.44 was it. I mean, this is what's going to happen to a lot of assets out there. How does AMC not follow suit? How do all these brick and mortar, ancient, primitive brick and mortar companies, how do they not do the same thing? In these market conditions, it's only going to get worse. And the Fed needs people to become homeless. I mean, what, we don't have enough homeless people out there already? That's okay, though. If people are dependent on the government loves that. So they can grow and they can keep taxing people and they can get more government people. And all of a sudden, like, half the population is a government. Awesome, dude. Then everyone else is homeless and dependent on them. New Relic down 4%. I mean, this thing, it's trying to hold on support. It's just, you just look at it and you're like, oh yeah, look at it, man. It's just, look at the 200. You're below the 200-day moving average. You can't sustain prices above it. Very weak. Like a workhorse, man. The horse that stopped working. It's the not workhorse. Down to March 2020 levels and probably going to 82 cents. AMD, you know, getting ready to collapse again. And that's fine. Makes sense. You knew $74. Below that, you're going back to 59.27. You'll be there probably within a week or two or less. And once that level breaks, it's over. Then you go back down to the year 2000 all-time high. That will be the next support below $59. So when you break this level, you're going down here, and then all of a sudden, you're some sort of AMD owner forever. You just, oops, your grandma had some AMD back in the tech bubble and bought at the top. That means you made nothing in 23 years or going on it, right? Look, I'm going to show you this green line here. There it was. June of 2000. Then bye-bye. It goes down to $3. Then yeah, here's your 2006 high. A little bit lower at 42 before collapsing. So those are probably where you're going to end up in time if you just wait. The bubble pop, man. Everything bubble popped.
Would you mind pulling fibs on HDR and /USDC? Thanks for the education, sir.
What's up, Hexhibit, man? Hedron? Yeah, we can look at it. Hopefully it's not as depressing as all the other cryptos. Look, man, I mean, like, depressing because, like, we know what a good-looking chart is. We know what, like, harmonics are. We know what 200-day large harmonics are. We know what type 2 returns are, bullish divergence. It's all there. But it's like, no one's buying. Well, I mean, I get it. Like, if you were the composite operator, would you be, like, acquiring crypto right now? I don't think so. I mean, things are only getting worse. The layoffs are still happening in real time every day. The Fed has not pivoted yet. Normally the worst stuff happens after the Fed finally pivots because of panic and fear. Nvidia screwed. Now I think Nvidia is like flagging and it's below 147. And when you're below 147, there's nothing to do unless you're faking out. Nothing to do until it loses another 18% of its value. That 65% bear market rally is over. You're probably going right back down, and then you'll probably be heading to below 117. It's over, dude. Then you go to $73. Even Southern Company, like a utility company, not even tech, is not having a good time. Look at this rejection at the 200-day moving average, and you are now at a very key level, the old all-time high from February 2020 pre-COVID crash highs. You break that, you can understand how Southern Company, could go right back down to $62. I love this, though. This one I truly, truly am in love with. The Gartner Incorporated, the Jesus. Could somebody pull out the Jesus chimes and start chiming them right now? Because if you're Patreon, you've been pinged on this, you know. I mean, this has been going on since the beginning of December. We in fact had this kind of plotted before it even completed at an 886. But you are rolling over now. What a reaction that's finally starting to go, right? One of the most beautiful looking bearish W shapes on the market, on all markets right now. This thing is massive. I mean, how many days is this? Talking about, oh, these cryptos 200 days. Well, guess what, Larry? This was 400 days. This was double the size of all these crypto M shapes. But the problem is, the crypto M shapes are happening. We're still in a ridiculously bearish market. Well, we know what market conditions we're in on stocks and what we've been in well established for a year now. And you're looking at a bearish pattern completing and a extremely bearish macro conditions. That's nice. That's real nice. So lowest prices you've seen since November 9th today. And hopefully much lower. This will probably usher in the entire reversal on this one. Fingers crossed. For TA to be respected, that would happen. And you'll love this, man. So much respect for that. This is a freaking work of art from whoever it was that's painting this. We're just the, we're just the scrubs that are identifying it, and that's cool, man. You want to see something crazy? Pan W. Remember, this one's like NFT worthy. Like one of the most colossal sized head and shoulder patterns we had seen, in the past year or whatever, and that developed. You want to talk about the size of the structure here? Talking like almost a 400-day large head and shoulders pattern that is certainly confirmed and just made its lowest price since August 2021. The gap fill is upon you. You will fill the gap. Just $10 more, and it's filled. And then what? And then it's like, okay, from the COVID crash low to the high up here, you know where the deep retraces are. You're going to have ups and downs. I get it. But eventually, probably in 6 months, you'll be at $61 to $78. Right? So there's beauty out there. It's just, it is in the eye of the beholder. And if you truly care about traditional technical analysis, this art, this thing that I fell in love with 13 years ago, this is amazing. It's just, it sucks because people get so hyped about stuff like this, right? They don't care here. Nobody bats an eye. But here, everyone loses their minds. So well on your way, man. DXCM, let's go, dude. Remember the bearish bat pattern? I know it's not really accelerated much. It's been kind of choppy, kind of type 2. Bearish divergence was there. And falling back below $114, the peak from July 2020. That's a massive inflection point. And if you break that, the target would be $84 if you're patient. If you wait, you'll probably get that in time. The trend is bearish. Look, the highest high, then a lower high, then a lower low, then a lower high at an 886 from the previous high. Beautiful wave structure. So when you think those QQQs, right? This is health technology, so it's kind of like a hybrid between a pretty freaking good performing industry sector versus a terrible performing sector. He's got a thing, man. Take out the noise and look at the inflection points.
0.00400013188.
So Dow Jones, thanks, dude. Peace to you. Peace be upon you. Peace be upon all bulls. Because it is not their market, is it? And just, you know, it'd be nice if the few assets out there in crypto could just catch some bids, but I just... Time-based capitulation, so right, man. So real. We haven't looked at PayPal in a minute. Let's look at that one. Kind of hanging in there, man. It's holding. It held support. It's down 1.83%. You just got to know, like, where this is. Like, you know, you are staring into the abyss. You're close to... You're off of it, nice, but you start falling to $72 again. This was a couple of fake outs. Yeah, I don't have much hope, but yeah, and a square looks kind of okay-ish too, better than some. Yeah. All right, let me get to these requests. Just remember, I've been like in Miami right now, been searching for a place, found a place, going through this really obnoxious process of purchasing the biggest purchase of my life, and yeah. So I'm like out of my element completely here. Looking at UNM. Oh, Unum. Never heard of that. Oh, Unum. Have I been there? I have no memory of this place. What a trend, man. What a killer. Just been mooning. Wow. What is this? Multi-line insurance. Yeah, insurance is like Progressive, man. They've been killing it. They've been doing very well. Also, well, Allstate been doing well. I get that, I guess, right? Because people are paying monthly no matter what. But what's the question about this? Head and shoulders at resistance on the daily? With daily bearish divergence, weekly. Head and shoulders? I don't know about that, man. You've broken like kind of most of the resistances, which is really interesting here. I mean, you were in a point where, look at that, there's a lot of like just where you are. You keep going, man. There's just not much there, is there, to like 59 bucks. You can clearly see where the chop zone is on this one, right? On the weekly. Can't stick around too much longer because I do have another game. I'm hanging out with the like University of Alabama alumni, president of the Miami chapter. So, you know, he's showing me around. We're going to dinner, meeting, all that stuff. So, yeah, I didn't see anything strategic about this for any sort of like long or anything. I don't know what you mean about a Head and Shoulders though. A general chat, you said? Hold on. Oh, it's a nice channel. Oh, I get you. I get you. Yeah, like you can't see it on the weekly, right? But yeah, if you're plotting a channel, yeah, you're overbought in the uptrend it's been in since the COVID crash. Yeah, that's how you interpret that, right? Using these two anchor points here on the bottom, maybe. I like it like that, right? Where you had breached it, you up thrusted. Look, just went 1 and 2 here, and then 1 here and 2 here. And then if you do it like that, up thrusted, and then you failed to break out, which normally happens, and then you back tested the up thrust, right? That's a very solid formal bearish back test, and now you've rolled over. But I'll tell you, this is the one sector where it's tough, dude, because Progressive, I mean, I don't know how many people have tried to like call a top on Progressive because it just keeps going. But yeah, I'd say like if that was respected, which I don't know, right? I mean, that up thrust was here. Keep trying to click, but you know, this mouse sucks. I mean, Heartline 37.40 and then 33.33 after that. Repeating, of course. Okay, Leroy Jenkins. So many times. Yeah, you were definitely on the high end of things, right? Even in an uptrend, it's overbought. So if you were like, hey man, I like this thing long term, I think it would be prudent to wait if you could ever get it to an oversold territory, and an uptrend will be like $33. It's confluent with that massive level that just goes all the way back, right? And it lines up with a demand line. So yeah, I'm not sure about a Head and Shoulders here. I mean, it's kind of oblong, like Quasimodo looking A. Normally you want them to be like lined up, but it's not. So just look at that. I'll look at that, the formal up thrust back test, right? So probably down, but very strong uptrend, right? We're talking about tech stocks about to collapse. Half of the Mega 4 have breached with daily candle closes below those ice lines from years ago. That happened today, has been happening, right? And then this one's up at like near 52-week highs. So, you know, very strong compared to tech. Thank you, Eric, man. All right. Let's look at the Swiss franc. Yes, I do have that, don't I? Yeah, inspection. Yeah, I got the inspections tomorrow, the place I bought. Let's go, dude. All right, the Swiss franc is near or at a very strong support, real support, right? This is nothing but a no range. It never really has trends. It's just kind of like up and down, so you're not getting much of any sort of, you don't really get confirmation levels. I really love in 2015 the price action, the spring back test, identifiable edge before rallying. But then, you know, you come back down to it in 2018, it's just like once and then gone to the top of the range. I love that, right? Isn't that cool how it just, you know, I don't monitor these that often, but you hit the top again and you, all these times you fail every time, just like you always do. And now you're back at this level. And you got to wonder if it will hold and rally you back up, because that's kind of what it does. So you just look at it kind of like, I know there's all this chop in between. These are like the midpoints. But just think about it like between these two levels, between 91,881 and 1.004444, right? So this is the low point. This is the high point. You got to wonder if, I mean, this is like buying low down here. This is like Forex trading stuff, you know. if you, I mean, it's pretty easy to establish a stop loss, right? I mean, do you really want to own the US dollar to the Swiss franc below 91.881? I don't think so. And I do like how this was real. Like the Momo shifted, you'd broken that supply line, you jumped across the screen, went straight up to the next resistance. So now you're right back at it. If you keep making higher lows, that trend might still be reversed in midterm. And yeah, you could be headed right back up. So all I can tell you, first zesty, is you are near the level where if a reversal is going to happen, it happens here. And I'm just only showing you, not based on feelings, just evidence of price action from history from 2015, 2018, 2020, and here we are, 2023. That's all I got for you. There's no sort of like real harmonic that's formal. There's no like double bottom. There's no real like Bulkowski structure. There might be a demand line though. Did you? Yeah, see, you broke that demand line, right? So again, though, you just want to keep it really simple. The highs and the lows. You're at the lows. No divergence, no bullish divergence down here either. So it's kind of like the argument's not that strong based on the things I look at, right? But it's still near the low point. And this is like if it say it went up right here. I mean, you got 7% upside max. Yes. Thanks again, First Zesty, for the contribution. Exhibit wants to see Hedron. Let's go. Whoops. Did I do that right? And there it is, man. There's your M shape, right? There's a reaction, up 20% today. Oh, Hex was up around 14% today, too. So, there you have it, man. This is what ETC did, roughly at it. I mean, you can't. How do you be surprised? This is some assets in the crypto market are doing the same sort of M shape, and I don't know what to tell you. Like sometimes the bids just don't come in. There was divergence on the MACD too, and so your target here on Hedron 17 to 18. You're currently at 14. I'm not going to talk about the denomination of it not being a penny. It's a US dollar denomination, right? Yeah, so a little bit more upside, I would think, right off that support, man, right? Last time you requested this exhibit, right? This is what we looked at. It's like, yeah, this is a completed M shape. It's like the Jesus, dude. And here you go. But is it done? If it was to run to the next level from where it is now, it's still got another 21 to 27% upside. Don't know that's going to happen tomorrow. My God, that's beautiful. Man, TA being respected to some degree, right? I dig it, man. Thanks for, I mean, that's a good request. What's up, Rudy Poo? Yeah, context is important. Did someone kill QNT? What are you talking about? QNT dumping. I mean, like, yeah, it lost its gains on the day, but didn't everything? All right, we have a new daily candle close. Play the Jesus chimes. You want to see the NASDAQ futures? Here it is, man. You're just bearish engulfing candle yesterday. This was so bad about the NASDAQ futures, okay? I know I'm, like, got another request and I got to go soon. But, dude, look at $10,951 to $11,000. You know this level is important. You know it's right there. You know it's a peak from July 2020 and a valley from November 2020. And look at all you broke it in all the formal back tests. And now you're engulfing, you're right back at this support here at the bottom of this nasty bearish continuation pattern where if it breaks the target, 97.51. Good God, man. The stage is set for another wave down. That's right. So, sorry, let's get these requests out of the way. The last ones, right? No, that was it. There were no more requests, so that's how it goes. Yeah, well, QNT would look at it just because we know it was so specimen, but it's just unfortunate. Like, look at that. And then you look at this. Whoops, not ONT, my bad. QNT. Whoops. I mean, this is like NFT worthy. This is unbelievable. It's just, it was so perfect. But all you did today was manage to completely and utterly reject the 200-day moving average again and kind of shooting star. It's very disappointing. 111.10 right there. 111.11. Make a wish. Okay, my wish is that the TA would be respected. The trend, the macro sucks, but the trend reversed on this. For now, it had reversed. So the asset was an uptrend. We're identifying a bullish continuation pattern with a bullish edge. I mean, that's like, it might be the best argument you have in all of crypto. Because, we'll look at YFI. Well, it's hitting like the lowest lows. This M shape is after already bottoming out. And we already looked at the example yesterday on Litecoin. So it's the next move. If this is going to play out, I don't know what day it's going to be. But if it was going to play out, you just might one day get a QNT like unbelievable. It's up 20% a day. I can't believe it's like an ETC, right? We're just, oh my God, this thing's up 30 to 40% in days. This is what it looks like before those crazy pumps, but I get it, man. This is why you can never go all in on anything despite how good it looks, because it can still fail even with the best argument known to man in TA. It sucks. But that's okay. It's about the mini trades, it's not about the one. So that's why, we identify this stuff, right? It's at low risk areas where if you get stopped out, you're not taking on many losses. And after you get stopped out where it's probably going way, way lower. So please don't fall asleep on it. All you need is just a little bit of bids and it will happen, but it's just not happening, and you can't make these pieces of crap go. QNT, I don't know what it does. It's hot garbage. I don't care. It's just the technicals. Shiba too, kind of, like Doge. All right, they're at these places, and they're just, who in the world's gonna buy? I don't know. Like eggs cost $6 now, so I think people would rather buy eggs and steak than they would QNT and Dogecoin. So fundamentally, I get it. I don't know. I'm probably gonna wait for him to say something. Yeah, just forget to feed your family and just buy jokes like speculative digital beanie babies. That's exactly what they are. QNT has the same use case as Tabasco, the beanie baby. It does. Yep. It's positively affecting as many people, maybe less, right? Because at least the beanie baby, you have it, and it makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside, and it's good and stuff. But this doesn't do anything. You can't even hold it and hug it, and snuggle with it, unless you have it on cold storage in a ledger. And I guess you could then do it. You could put it. You could get the ledger. You get this thing on cold storage. Then you insert it inside of a beanie baby, and then you snuggle with it, and you're literally snuggling with QNT. You could do that. I don't think anyone's ever done it either. So maybe someone here would be the first. Win, win, win. Oh, music style. That's awkward. Gold dumped a little bit today. As did silver. Copper kind of held in there. I don't think I've seen anything too crazy on commodities today. Natural gas saw its lowest price in a year and a half. It is ugly, man. Real ugly on that one. Let me show you. But my energy, I doubt the price of natural gas for the consumer in Europe has gone down any. There it was, dude. Look at that nasty, disgusting bearish engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle breaching supports. Again, ended up, it got it. December 2021, that's its lowest it's been. Party ended, right? The trend reversed, and it all, man, in the end, right? How incredible. The identified the day it happened, Larry. The day it happened. Can someone tell? Well, I can't tell you. He'll be here in 8 minutes to pick me up. Right? It's not calling the top, but it is identifying at a key inflection point from history. There it is. It didn't engulf, but you had a great run, and then the next candle opened higher than the previous candle's close. You pierced through 99% of the previous candle and closed like that, and you never saw those prices again. Go back to the date of August 23rd, 24th, and go find me analyzing natural gas, because that's pretty close. That's when it was identified. And look at us now, Larry. Well, how much is it down since then? Since that pattern was painted. And I'll just be conservative here. Since it was painted, 59.5% down. Wow. The Jesus, man. The Jesus. Imagine just not giving a crap about TA. That was a bearish Japanese candlestick reversal, dude. Not bullish. Well, 236 likes. Might as well just retire. I mean, y'all just want me to quit? I guess I'll quit. I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to. It's just like, God. Bear market taking its toll on buyers and participants, taking its toll on the streamers that are trying to provide value. I just, like, wow. I guess this is near the end, man. I guess we're screwed. Maybe we'll never get out of it. Maybe this is just going to continue forever. Just remember, man. Nothing lasts forever. Yeah, just like, okay, it's elevated. It looks okay. Is it trying to put in a higher low than previous low above 16.2? All right, then do something. My God. I mean, do something. So these altcoins can do something. Okay, patience. No one tell me about patience, man. Been live almost every effing day of this entire bear trend. Almost every day, each one of these effing stupid candles. I'm going live. All right, don't even talk about that. It's just getting fatiguing. We made it. It's just kind of like, it gets kind of boring after you make it, and then everything dies. And so many other people didn't make it, so they just give up. And it's like, dang, dude, I guess we're alone at the top. Just kind of, I guess I'm doing what a boomer would do and just going to Florida. You should join me. Okay, thanks for coming out, y'all. Appreciate it. Yeah, Jeff, man, I don't know if I can make it. And these can do it. I don't know if I can do another amount of time like that. My God. I'm trying, dude. I'm very much trying. It's just taxing. So, I'll just be back. Until next time, respect the TA.